I'm sitting here and I'm in disbelief. I cannot believe that game what Liverpool just produced. And you know what? Credit to Sheffield. They defended really, really well. Oh, but I've had enough, lads and ladettes. I've had enough. This team just refuses to effing lose. They refuse to lose. They refuse to bow down. And guess who shows up at the door yet again? It was only the other video where I was praising him and doing all sorts. It's just that man, like McAllister, man. Wow. Wow. I think he's got something along the lines of like 13 GAs, 12 GAs this season already. I've had enough. I've had enough. That goal was the stuff of champions, and you can't knock that. This guy might be signing of the season. You can't just keep on gassing up everybody else without looking at this one right here. Liverpool deserved to win that game, rightfully so. Look, Sheffield United, credit, you held on, but the quality just shone through. I don't know where I see Liverpool dropping points bar Man United potentially. And even then, I'm thinking, wow, if they got that in the bag, the way they've even produced lately with Man United conceding goals, conceding shots, they're going to be looking for revenge. And the perfect time to seek some revenge. Dominated them. I think was it 18% possession to the 82? That's how mental it is. Over 20 shots on goal. Nunes pressing, we was talking about Nunes not looking totally fit whatsoever, like as in there's something that seemed a bit off. And then the way he pressed the goalkeeper just to get that goal, it sums up Nunes in total, doesn't it? I've had enough. I'm thinking, where does the pressure begin for Liverpool? Because they just look like a team that's not under pressure whatsoever. Yes, they got some couple difficult trips, but they're just beasts. These men just don't stop, and it's getting on my nerves. Get on my nerves. And if you know what it is, if you see 1-1 in a game, you just know that this game is ending 3-1. I got hope. I had hope. I was like, Sheffield United can hold on for this. I switched the game off for 5 minutes only. 5 minutes. And then I come back and I see McAllister put that right in the top right corner. It's not like we haven't even seen that this season. I've run out of adjectives for this guy. Let me know a new adjectives in the comments below, please. And smash the like button. The like button is very important. To smash the like on this video. It can help me out. Subscribe if you're new. Find an adjective that I personally haven't used, or you think that I haven't used for McAllister, because there's no one else to really go off of in this whole team. Like, we can talk about the front line. I thought Liverpool weren't even playing all that, like defensively sound. Of course, it's always going to be that way. Probably not really finding the final ball to really, split, I would say the defense over the Sheffield, but that's because they played low block, and the resilience of this flipping team and this crowd at Anfield, it's just the same thing over and over again. We all thought they were going to get smashed 4-5, 6-0. I said 6-0. I said, I see this being 6. And Sheffield United are looking like a team that's actually fighting for their manager and fighting for a place back in the Premier League. I think it's too far done, in my opinion. And we can go through that. I think Diaz, again, bit of a bright, shining spark in that Liverpool side. He's looking like he's hitting some form. Obviously, playing against the low blocks, never easy. I thought Gravenberch had actually a decent game. First game back, like straight into the team as well. Sabozo, again, not really finding his feet. And then, McAllister's McAllister. Yeah, pick them. It's just too much quality all over the gaff. I think Liverpool went a little bit strong, and this probably showed why they went a little bit strong. It's like Klopp predicted that Sheffield United would be quite resilient, and the way they played in the last couple fixtures, to be fair, we should have all kind of noticed that Sheffield United were going to come play a back 10 game, back 11. Just to see what they can get out of it, and see if they can get any counters going with McAtee and Brereton Diaz. Didn't really work out for them until the own goal of Conor Bradley, which is a shame. But, when you win, who cares about an own goal? No one remembers that. We'll all forget about that next week. So on that notice, they had a couple shots. They didn't really trouble Kelleher. I thought their goalkeeper, besides his mistake, was doing really well to keep them in the game. Like, you had about 9 shots on target, and 3 of them, obviously, well, you can't really count Nunes' one as a shot, but if 2 of them went in, Gakpo's goal was really good as well. You kept them in the game. I thought Robertson, that Robertson cross, that just reminded me of Robertson from old. See them whips there, goes to show why. For me, I've been critical of Robertson of late, but even though it is against Sheffield United, that's just like prime Robertson, isn't it? Like, or prime Trent type cross. And Cody Gakpo, well, he's been finding it hard. And this is probably the sort of games that he can be used and probably utilized as a player for Liverpool going forward, just off the bench, and maybe even against the smaller teams. He seems like he has a little bit more joy than other players, to be fair. So there might be a place in this team for someone like Cody Gakpo. But I'm looking at this as the title race. The title race itself is just really bubbling up. You got Arsenal who just beat Luton Town. The pressure was over to Liverpool in the end. Arsenal, Man City won their respective games. And then now it's on to the weekend. It's a bit flipped on its head. Obviously, Arsenal's got Brighton. Crystal Palace has got Man City, and then obviously Liverpool, Man United. And if you're going to say who's the more likely going to drop points, it probably is Liverpool. But who are we to keep doubting this Jurgen Klopp team? They are just on a massive, massive run. Bar the FA Cup. We're just talking about the Premier League alone. You know, Europa League's coming up, so there's a lot of fixtures coming thick and fast. But I thought, you know, a lot of people thought Liverpool were going to play a bit of a weaker side. Like, would they go half and half? I thought they were going to go quite strong, but I did think they would have added in a couple of players, but they did, you know, like Gravenberch was one of them in particular. But Salah coming off early, you know, you got quite a lot of the rotations going. And in the end, you got a deserved win. And it's like Bob's your uncle. We all knew this was going to win, but it's just how you won it. It kind of reminds me why I say this could be like a title statement type goal. And of course it is. It's a bit like when Vincent Kompany scored that absolute rocket against Leicester City, and that pretty much picked them all the way to the league title in the end. That sometimes one goal and a certain type of goal just changes everything in a team. And that could have been it. That could have been it. And I know Sheffield United are not exactly a Leicester City of old, but it's still kind of the same thing. It's just the manner that they're winning it, just absolutely killing it. And I've got nothing but praise for Liverpool, and it makes me sick to my stomach, right? Knowing that my team's crap and knowing that there's a team that could absolutely, well, win the same amount of titles that my club's done. And that's, well, in terms of league titles, it's just, it's making me sad, man, because I just get always that little bit of hope against this damn team in red, and he just come out and absolutely just say, you know what? I told you so. There's 3 points right there on the board. Have some of that. Have some of that. But McAllister, is he signing of the season? Right now, I'm not going to lie. He's probably my signing of the season. Especially if Liverpool go and win the league, especially if they go win another title as well. He's already won the flipping Carabao Cup. So that all counts. And he's integral to all of that. No amount of praise I can give for this man. He's absolutely transformed and revolutionized Liverpool's midfield and team in a total. He's just held his own, whether it's in the 6 or the 8. He's just become an absolute brilliant player, and I'm absolutely hating us. I wish I had this sort of player. Man United were also in for him in the summer. We didn't get him. 35 million. Maybe it rises to 55 million. But guess what? If you get a league title, that's money well spent. Even if you don't win it, it's still money well spent. Because right now, as it stands, it's 35 million. And you're not going to get much of a better player these days for that sort of price. So good work from Liverpool in general. Deserved win over to the weekend. Let me know what you thought of the game. Let me know what you thought of certain players. You know, absolute monstrous. McAllister, man, you broke my heart in the 76th minute. You know, Sheffield United could have held on, but do smash a like. I'm deflated from that, and now I've got to go witness my team for the last part to see what they can do against this dusty Chelsea team. It's a bit like my dusty team, anyways. In a bit.